Hi everyone, welcome to this week's card class. So this week I wanted to make some cards that were a little spring feeling, and I also have a couple cards that are Ellie art themed. So we're going to start with the first card that has nothing to do with Ellie art, just a fun card that I put together. So what you'll see in your kit here is this paper here with the little florals stamped all over it. This is an Altenew stamp set. It looks like this, with a couple little tiny little flowers and a couple of little tiny little sentiments, one that says thank you and one that says hello. So that's what you have. And so you get that really cool kind of ombre effect with the pink into the purple. That is actually created from this ink pad called Berry Blaze. And so what I did here was I just pushed those together, stamped my images, and then I also created this sheet here that has all your little butterflies that are cut out of it. And what I did was I took my blending brush and I actually did the whole piece of paper, and I used my blending brush to actually do the ombre effect on the paper with the same ink pad. That way all of the colors kind of went nicely together. So just in case you're wondering how I did that. After I did the blended background, then I did my die cuts with the little butterflies. And this butterfly set is from Impression Obsession, and it's this set right here. I really love this set because it cuts out all the butterflies all at once, or you could cut these apart to do individual butterflies. But I like that they're all a little different, so it makes it really fun for making a lot of butterflies really quickly. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and put our card together here. So what you're gonna see in your kit is this really fun purple leaf ribbon. When I first designed this card, I had actually not planned not to use anything. I had not planned to do the butterflies at all. So I'm going to show you how the card was originally supposed to go together. So I'm just going to put double-sided tape on the back side of my floral image on all four sides. Ooh, excuse me, got a little tickle in my throat. Then I'm going to mount that on the dark purple. And there's going to be about a 1/16 inch border on all four sides. Okay, once we lay that down, then on the back side of the purple, you're going to lay down double-sided tape once again on all four sides. And when I first put this card together the other day in class, I actually did it this direction with my leaves, and one of the gals in class was like, "Oh, your leaves are upside down." I was like, "Oh shoot!" So I ripped them off, and then I ended up taping it down in the exact same way. So if you don't really care which direction your leaves go, that's great. But the idea is that you want your leaves to be growing up. So just so you know, so I just lay those down there, and then I'm just going to fold this to the back side and just stick that down, and then just bring that to the front, pull it around, and then just stick it to the back side. I always like using double-sided tape whenever I use ribbon because it just sticks so cleanly and quickly. So just so you know. All right, I'm going to stick double-sided tape wherever that ribbon is, so then that way those areas are still sticky, and I'm going to mount this on the front of the card. So this was how I was originally going to do the card, just like this, and just keep it really, really, really basic. But then I was looking at it and I was like, oh, there's all this pink in here and there's no pink anywhere else, and I felt like the card wasn't finished. So that was why we have our butterflies, yay! So I thought this would just be a really fun little addition to our little card here. So I did not stamp any sentiments on your card. However, if you are wanting to, and you see this, when you come to pick up your packet, maybe mention to me that you would like the little stamp sentiment that says hello, or if you're like, oh, I really need a small little stamp sentiment, I do have other little stamp sentiments here. I have found that when it comes to cards, that if I have a little sentiment, sometimes people like to pick a different sentiment, and so I decided not to add one onto your packets. So just be aware of that, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do for my little butterflies is I'm just going to put glue right on the back side, just where their bodies are at, so then that way I can create a little bit of dimension. I'm going to stick one little butterfly down here, and if you had like a tiny little sentiment, this would be a great place to stamp it because the butterfly will kind of draw your eye to that sentiment. And then because I wanted the pink in here somewhere, I decided that I'm going to just put some little pink butterflies right on my little leaf ribbon, and that just makes it feel a little bit more springy and a little bit more fun. So that was my idea for using the butterflies to pull the card together and to just, you know, really finish the card and make it just look a little bit more complete there. Okay, all right, so we have 1, 2, and 3. And then you can use this as like a little stencil if you wanted to, if you want to do like a butterfly background. If you wanted to just do stenciling with one of the butterflies, you would want to tape paper on all the sides around the butterfly that you're wanting to use. That way you have a nice area to get a nice blend without having to get the other butterflies or to catch the edge. So that's my trick for you if you wanted to use that as a stencil. I'm probably just going to toss mine, but just wanted to let you know. And then on the inside, you can arrange your butterflies however you would like. It's totally up to you. You can do a really cool kind of ombre effect where you have the pink and then they blend up into the purple, and that might be kind of really beautiful. But I decided for my card is that I would like to do a couple little butterflies kind of off to the side, and then the rest of my butterflies kind of appear towards the top. And that way you have lots of space to write your little sentiments. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue my little butterflies down now. The other thing that when I was designing these cards that I thought about was that so many people are wanting to mail their cards, but if there's too much dimension, it can end up being a little bit more expensive. So that's the inside of our card. But when you'll see here is that you can, because of the body's just glued down, you can actually create dimension by just lifting those little wings there. And so when they take their card out of the envelope, there still will be a little bit of dimension, but it will lay totally flat in an envelope. Okay. All right. So there we have card number 1. Yay! All right. On to the next one.